Paige VanZant making her MMA return 5 years after parting ways with Dana White and UFC. Paige VanZant is set to make her MMA comeback in 2025. The former UFC prospect has announced she'll return to the cage under the banner of the newly formed Global Fight League, GFL. VanZant debuted for the UFC in 2014, quickly rising through the ranks with 3 straight wins as she targeted a shot at the women's strawweight title. However, her momentum in Dana White's promotion was halted by losses to Rose Namajunas, who became a UFC champion, and Michelle Waterson-Gomez. 12-gauge, wound up losing 3 of her last 4 fights in the UFC, with a first-round submission defeat to Amanda Ribas at UFC 251 in 2020, ultimately marking the end of her run in MMA's biggest league. Now, the 30-year-old from Oregon is ready to return to MMA, calling the GFL the perfect opportunity to stage her comeback. "I think that I'm stepping back into the world of MMA," she said on her podcast with husband Austin Vanderford, who is also an MMA fighter. "They, GFL, offered me a contract and I said, yes. So, I'm going back to MMA. I think this is the perfect opportunity because I definitely didn't leave MMA because I wasn't passionate about it anymore." VanZant revealed that she was in Abu Dhabi when one of her coaches first mentioned the GFL, which prompted her to look into the organization. GFL is a brand new MMA promotion launching in 2025 that will feature 6 teams across 4 continents, with venues booked in 10 cities worldwide. Each team will consist of 20 fighters across 10 weight classes, a unique feature of the GFL, as all bouts will reportedly operate under a catchweight system. Former UFC champion Tyron Woodley and other ex-UFC stars such as Fabricio Verdum, Anthony Pettis, Luke Rockhold, Ovince St. Preux and Alexander Gustafsson have all been announced as GFL fighters. "When I became a free agent outside of the UFC, the biggest offer that came in was bare-knuckle boxing," VanZant added. "They presented the best offer to me. It was exciting, new and definitely sparked my interest. I absolutely loved it. Now there's this new MMA organization that actually made me really excited to fight for them. The way they are doing it, they are legit paying their athletes. Everyone that I've heard that has negotiated their contracts so far is extremely excited and happy. I also saw, which I don't know the logistics of behind the scenes. They're doing a pension fund for the fighters, and I think health insurance. You just never know when it's over, so I want to do everything I can to make the most money while I can, get the most opportunities and be able to provide for my family forever." It hasn't been all so doom and gloom for VanZant since leaving the UFC, as she's found new opportunities across various combat sports, including professional wrestling and influencer boxing.